hadn't seen Steffi for almost 3 years. So when Mountain Bike Atlantic came to me, and I immediately thought of her. She's just the best road trip companion someone could have. And yeah, hadn't seen her in so long, and she's one of those friends that you can go years without seeing her and you get back together and it's just like not a minute has been lost. So I knew it was going to be just an awesome time. She's hilarious. We work really well together. We're so different but so the same that yeah, could probably just go for months doing what we're doing. Maybe she'd say otherwise.
I do really hope she's picking me up. Coming. Where is the big red Bronco? So excited. I'm so excited. There she is. I'm on the wrong side. Yeah. Damn it, it's so hot. Coming up. Oh, to see you.
It's so good to see you.
Oh, I'm so hello. We're back. We're back. We're in Newfoundland. Yay!
We made it.
We made it. It only took a whole week.
This like rugged, remote island that reminds me a little bit of the Yukon, a little bit of like Scotland. Yeah, it's just a super special place. People there are all so nice. The accent is awesome.
Yeah, Newfoundland was our first stop. Really cool because it was so different from what I know places look like.
Gold mine was awesome.
So many little jumps you could hit. It was a super, super cool trail that I would love to ride again right now.
The flow was there. The flow state was engaged.
Lately, I've been told there's no sound in my soul. Well, love, I don't know. I'm so tired of feeling low. All my friends are calling me wild like the wind. I'm drifting all I've known. Trying on my
The generosity and friendliness of everyone, I mean, all across all of the Atlantic provinces, really, it was a really nice surprise.
Definitely a moment where I was in the moment thinking, I will remember this forever. We are moving, going onto the ferry now to leave Newfoundland.
We're trying to get to PEI, but there is a hurricane on its way.
Wish us luck. So in Prince Edward Island, we got welcomed with a really nice dinner from Chef Michael Smith.
Had that like family feel to it. It was like good food, good wine. He did an incredible speech. And yeah, it just felt like home, which is weird because I've never been there. And generous, welcoming attitude of what I'm learning is just the people of the East.
Welcome to Prince Edward Island.
You have the patience, hopefully we'll see this through.
We did Brook Whale, a little, I would say it's more like a skills park, like everybody can ride there. If you just begin mountain biking, this is your place. You can try to make nice turns, it's not so steep, you can pedal up, go down, it's perfect. I would say for beginner and advanced riders, like we had a lot of fun there.
And then we got stuck in the biggest storm I have ever been in. Wind was gusting up to like 150 kilometers an hour, and yeah, it was scary. But next morning we axed our way out, and everyone was fine. All the cabins were intact, regardless of some pretty big trees falling left and right of them. And yeah, we carried on to Joe's yard. Built this entire yard full of jumps and like slalom lines and rollers and step-ups and drops and from like small to big. Incredible use of space because it's not that big, but there's so many different lines and options. Yeah, he towed us in, helped us with speed. I definitely cased the step-up a bunch of times. Sorry, Joe. So the first thing we did when we got to Nova Scotia, dropped on by Banks Bike Shop. We got to meet Mr. Banks himself and Lynx, the dog. Shop dogs are a beautiful thing. Steffi, however, had to get some tubeless milk, as she calls it, or sealant.
This is like the site of a Canada Cup cross-country race. Well, so we got our fast gear on and sprinting our butts off.
Whoop, whoop. Rap, rap. How would you describe rap, rap? What is it in Canadian? Ring, ding, 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 ding.
I think that's what makes the gorge so special, because there's actually built features like little road gaps and like a free ride zone, and you have all these trail options from beginner to advanced that people can just go and ride who live in the vicinity. It's like so accessible. Nova Scotia, we had the honor and privilege of staying at the Foster Beach tiny house on Tim Foster's yard, which he has machine built and hand built himself. This amazing little circus, kind of like Joe's yard actually. Put in a ton of work landscaping and creating this trail system in his own backyard. There was some challenging bits. Me and Steffi kind of worked with each other to try and jump some things, and Tim showed us around, and his wife, again, brought us with open arms into their house and fed us amazing food. And
BYE. This is big yard energy. Guess this was a sick session. To do 10 more.
I would say the highlight of Nova Scotia for me personally was the Macintosh Run near Halifax, because I didn't expect that. We were driving through housing area and parked right next to Macintosh Run, which was a place that I can't even describe. Like, I have not seen this before. So many granite rocks and moss in between and burnt trees. I guess there was a fire, and riding there was just epic.
Yo, sun is shining. We are back on a ferry to St. John?
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick. This is the next and sadly our last
Leg of the journey.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. Yeah. Pretty. I guess the bad weather times are over, and now we are on to the last 2 days of biking and meeting people.
So in New Brunswick, we were also very lucky to be able to stay with locals, which is always the best. I would recommend it to everybody. If you can stay with a local, do it, because they know the trails, they know the local food, they know where to go for a restaurant. So we stayed with Sam, who hooked us up with this whole trip. Thanks, Sam.
New Brunswick.
Right in the city of St. John, there's this massive park called Rockwood Park, which is so cool. It's so cool. It's so accessible.
Hi!
I only ride pop.
And then we went to Poley Mountain and we rode Tribute. And I don't even know what to say about it. It was so fun. It was so fun. It was like good sized jumps, really well built, downhill World Cup style sections. It really reminded me of racing in Europe. I would say it's Whistler grade, for sure, for sure. I know Steffi absolutely loved it. She was frothing so hard. She was like, it's just the best trail I've ever seen.
I was never one to talk about what came before, but you kissed me in a way that made me move against the floor. Living in the night, I held the ordinary name. By the windows at a wild street with the marble porcelain frame.
Poley Mountain got a sick jump line.
What a thrill!
From Poley, we drove like an hour to a place called Minto. And Minto is actually an old coal mine. And now it's been transformed into this insane riding zone. If you want a good XC loop that is probably the most scenic thing you'll ever see, go to Minto. We all have this like common denominator of loving bikes.
Is our language. It's like somebody who rides a bike will understand what you want and what you feel.
And you all speak the same language, no matter where you're from or what your culture is, what your background is.
And you can just experience places in a totally different way if you have your mountain bike with you.
We connected right away with everyone out here. You're just welcomed with open arms. And I think that's what makes me keep doing what I'm doing, is not only for the love of the ride, but for the love of the people and the community that it gives me.
Those are new Oakley snack jackets? Yo! Come on, you can do it.
Jump.
Yes.
That was righteous.
Gonna go on the machine. Okay, McCakes, 2.5 weeks with me. What do you think?
Still one of my best friends.
Oh, I didn't expect that.